right, man. Tim Bradley tells Jaron Ennis get a name in the game before you come for Terence Crawford. Now it's rumored, and I just cut the video too. I don't know what succession I'm gonna put him up, but it's rumored that the IBF and or the Crowley and Ennis and they could be fighting next. Um, and he fighting on Canelo's undercard. See, my whole thing is make it make sense. You know, you want to call out the top pound for pound fighter in the world, but you ain't even a consistent main event. See, this ain't the same thing. And people say, "Oh, Crawford," what they say? Well, Crawford, he ain't done nothing to fight Earl Spence. I mean, undisputed twice. Sold very well in at the crib in New York City. Wherever he went, he sold in Texas. You can just go around. He was selling, and people knew who he was because he fought on a traditional TV channel. You know, so they could turn around and say what they want to say, but he was way more advanced than uh Jaron Ennis. But then again, Jaron Ennis, um, he got some major TV late. Not saying that he's not talented enough, but he got to get a name in the game, and that's just what it is. You know, dog got to get a name in the game, and Tim Bradley right. And he'll be screaming the same thing in a few years. He definitely will be screaming the same thing in a few years, where he'll be telling other guys that want a shot at him, you need to get a name in the game. Remember, Keith Thurman was one of those guys, that was begging, like Keith Sweat, Adrian Broner, Paula Malignaggi, and guys to fight him, and then all of a sudden, what happened? Remind me, what happened? You know what I'm saying? He became the guy and started running the other way. So more business and sport. It's not worth the risk for Boots. The game is more business and sport, said boxing expert Tim Bradley to the media about why Jaron Ennis can't get a fight against Terence Crawford. You look to maximize your money and fight somebody who is willing to step in the ring with you. Bradley doesn't say who Crawford can fight right now to keep his career going, to prevent fans from slowing. Man, ain't nobody forgetting about that, man. I be loving their opinions. Ain't nobody forgetting about them. Motherfucker was everywhere after he beat Errol Spence. That motherfucker was on Good Morning America. That motherfucker was everywhere. Went back to Sway in the morning, I think. I could be wrong on that. Maximize what you can get just to get active. Bradley continue about what Boots Ennis should do. Considering that Crawford won't fight him, even though he has no opponent scheduled, has been rejected for a clash against Canelo Alvarez. Boots has been forgotten. Why is he chasing Crawford? Make a name for yourself. He just wants to go straight to the top, bro. Crawford is on a different level, a different pay scale. Crawford is in the penthouse. This kid, Jaron Ennis, is at a C level. Said, bro, he ain't lying. He ain't no C level talent, but he mean as far as fighting people. And I just feel that, and he had his opportunities to fight him. He could have went the WBO route. On top of that, he could have went, they tried to make the fight, and he said he was loyal to Showtime. So at the end of the day, there you have it. Voila, as Future say, voila, magic. So he had his opportunities to fight him. So let's not act like he didn't. Bud said they reached out to him twice, and the answer was no. Or we loyal to this and we loyal to that. So let's not act like Bud ain't try to spin the block. Now people say, well, who Bud can fight? I mean, shit, Pacquiao trying to get back out there. I'm gonna speak on him at some point. So Pacquiao trying to get back out there. I don't really want to see that. But man, if it makes dollars, it makes sense. If the Middle East gonna pay for it. Who else we got out there? Tim Tszyu, Keith Thurman winner. He can move up and they can petition to strip Carlos Adames, and him and Adames, who sparred before, they can get it in. So I mean, there's a number of options for the young dog out there, and they can make an option. If you want to cross over, he can cross over. So but at the end of the day, they'll figure something out. Danny Garcia quiet as a church mouse, and I just feel like this, and I never really thought about this, and this don't make no sense in my opinion. But in my opinion, but if they offering 10 to 15 million for Tank Davis to fight Conor Ben, I'm pretty sure they can get Terence Crawford something in that ballpark. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they can get, him something in that ballpark. So, but we'll see. We'll see. But that's their problem. I ain't here to pay matchmaker. They don't pay me to play matchmaker for none of these guys. If I got an idea, I got an idea. It ain't like they gonna give you credit for it anyway. But nonetheless, I just feel that I just feel that um I just feel that he right. Like, what's the point of me fighting you? You ain't even the main event. You ain't what's popping in these streets. You ain't what's popping in these streets. So I mean, um, but we'll turn around and see what happens. See what happened though. So he's right. People could say, well, he ain't worth the risk for Canelo, and I just think at that point, if you can't add a world title to your a new world title in another weight class or two in your medal, then it's probably time to walk away. Now I know he still kind of got the itch to fight, and understandably so. And everybody just feel like he should turn the other cheek and give Jaron Ennis a shot. But Errol Spence didn't do that. Keith Thurman didn't do that. Floyd Mayweather never really gave nobody a real shot. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they always want to ask, somebody that they don't like to do something that other guys that they support wouldn't do. Like, you ain't gonna shame me. And I tell you that women do that shit all the time. Women try to shame you into making a decision. I was just watching the video Anton Daniels put up about women on the panel shaming a man about not dating single mothers, but it was a woman on the panel who was shaming him, who said she don't date single dads. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? That should be crazy to me why they be wanting to shame people. They be wanting to shame people and shit like that. Men for having preferences and saying what they won't do. At the end of the day, I'm a little bit smarter than that. You ain't gonna shame me. And your mother, especially black mothers, love using that tactic. That shit don't work. Niggas just gotta wise up, bro. I say that all the time. Wise up. But nonetheless, um, um, but yeah, he got to make a name for himself, and it'll happen. He'll be Terence Crawford one day. He'll be that guy one day. Most definitely, he gonna be that guy one day. The talent is just too immense. And then the best thing I hear about the guy in Jaron Ennis is that he a gym rat. He's a gym rat. And that's what you love to hear. He's a gym rat. So what better thing to hear than a guy being a gym rat? Stay in the gym. And I say this, man, it ain't none of my business to be honest. But one of the things that I really hate seeing these dudes do, and these young guys you see, and I think being a rapper, in my opinion, being a rapper is part of it. But I hate when these dudes get some money, they go get some jewelry, dog. And not even gold. If you're gonna get some jewelry, get some gold. You know what I'm saying? Get some gold. But I hate seeing these dudes, going out there getting jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Go take that money and invest that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the luxury cars and all that shit. Y'all in the sport where one punch can change the game. You know what I'm saying? And when you get to the point where you feel like, you know what, you get to the point where you feel like I'm good. I can retire. I got shit here, there, and there. Then you can start getting your luxury stuff. Or better yet, you could do the Chad Johnson route and do what these other dudes don't do in the sport of boxing, and 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 go get and go get and go get oh man, forgetting and go get endorsements and just use your endorsements to buy your jewelry and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because all that material shit, bro, it should be just it should just be bought, you know, just with extra bread after you financially settled and shit. That jewelry is the fit. It make you a target. It make you a target. Not a high risk target for robbery. It makes you that as well too. But it make you a target for sack chasers. I think people be wanting to know, it kind of is an entertainment business too, though. So, but I just think a lot of the young brothers need to get out of that mindset. This is my opinion. But stack that bread first, get a bunch of it, be able to say, you know what, I never go broke. I got money here coming in here, there. And he probably is doing that. His father very articulate, so smart. But I think he definitely gonna be one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world. You know, I just think he aligned with the wrong people, in my opinion. But hey, just my opinion. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.